Fresh up the flying with the brand shoes on. Let me introduce ya. Running ya. I ain't come to play. It's all night. It's all night. All night. Treated me kind, sweet destiny, and treated me kind, but sweet destiny. Oh, yeah. Treated me kind, but the sweet destiny. Hey, I just want It's all tingled up. I'm drinking. Yeah. No.
Round 3.
Leroy's don't use that move.
C'est un bon endroit pour se battre. Tu crois pas?
Round 1. Fight.
No.
Time up. Round 2. Fight.
No. Shit.
Round 3. Fight.
Stay down, N-word. You're black.
Ready for the next battle.
C'est un bon endroit pour se battre.
Round one. Fight. KO. Round two. Fight. Round three. You win. Get ready for the next battle.
Full Sail University is where you can get hands-on experience with emerging technologies.
C'est un bon endroit pour se battre.
Over the years, we've seen Tekken characters make the franchise great and really define the game. These characters are relevant in terms of both story and their fighting potential, which really make an impact on players and the game as a whole. But there are some that seem to be forgotten. Characters that were snubbed, especially on Tekken 7, despite having an appeal on players, not to mention they are also part of the main storyline.
Hi, Neffy. What's up?
Forgotten characters in the Tekken franchise.
haven't really streamed a lot lately because I've been going through a lot in my personal life. What I will say, like, I don't know if you've ever had issues working with people and stuff, but you know, they tell you don't try to make friends with people at work. You know, because it always just seems to be some issue. It's like you try that shit and next thing you know they piss you off and then you react. It becomes too much, I feel like. Especially with customer service based jobs, because it's like you realize how fake people actually are when you hang around them for, I don't know, 3 hours versus 2 hours. Hold on, I'll read that in a second. Oh! Don't do it. That's inappropriate. But oh, that man was waiting. He was waiting to do that shit. Weirdo. Yeah, it's so weird because it's like you spend a lot of the time, a lot of your day at a job being around people for long periods of time. Like, you would think that would work out well enough, like the person would get used to it, but some people just have some personal issues with themselves that, like, you know, they mask it at work a lot, but what ends up happening is that they also show their fake side, which is being, you know, really nice and stuff, like, to others, but then when it's me and no one's around, that's the real them comes out. So yeah, it's kind of messed up. And I'm in a weird situation right now where, like, I could potentially be fired from my job for confronting someone on my day off or something. Hold on, I wanna open my phone because I can't read. I mean, I could read it, but I can't. I can't see the whole thing, so I need to go. Also, that's strange too, to steal someone's ID and then, like, you know, lie about it. Yeah, hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta run to the bathroom. I'm still gonna be on. It'll be less than 2 minutes. Alright, I'm back. So, yeah, it's really sad because it's like, for someone like me, I usually get along with most people, but it always takes those 1 or 2 weird people to ruin it for everyone else. To ruin it for yourself and everyone else. And what ends up fucking happening is that, you know, I keep destabilizing, I keep holding stuff in, I keep not reacting to stuff. And, you know, it fucks with you on the inside because you're like, well, if I throw my hands at or I put my hands on them, I'm gonna obviously get fired, but, like, if I say nothing to them, they're not gonna know, and to them, I'm just an easy target. I'm a piggyback, you know, I'm a pushover. And it's gotten to the point where I'm like, I got frustrated. Yeah, it's like I got frustrated with this girl. And I showed up to my job on my day off and got frustrated with her. I'm gonna talk to more about it with Onyx, you know, when I call him. But I got frustrated with her, and it was on my mind the one day. And you know, the thing is, it wasn't even just that. I had to do other stuff like get medical insurance, and get important documents for you know, my life and stuff like that. So I had to do a lot. I had to do a lot within like a week. There was pressure on me, and I was just frustrated, and it was really hot too. And my thing is, most people in real life are not gonna allow you to disrespect them like that. Yeah. Now, yeah. No, the thing is, like, I talked to HR about it and stuff. I had to come up with more because here's the thing, that when I was reporting the situation, I was extremely nervous. I was like panicking. I couldn't breathe. They were telling me to calm down and stuff, like, please calm down. But like, I could not breathe. Like, I was scared. Because my thing is, I worked hard for, you know, to have this job. I worked hard to be here. And I have a good reputation with people here too. So it's not like I'm here and... Yeah, so it's not like I'm here and, you know, I have nothing to show for it. Like, I actually built positive relationships with people and stuff. So to go through this shit with this girl really, you know, made me upset. And because of it, I had to literally be suspended from my job for 3 days because they didn't feel like I was safe around her. Even though I never threatened her, I never I never threatened this girl. I didn't say anything horrible to her. I haven't demeaned her or nothing. But you know, I showed up to the job to confront her because I was like, if I go to management, then she'll you know, kind of threaten me or mistreat me a little bit, and you know, I didn't want to deal with that crap. I didn't want to. I didn't want to confront the issue head on. I didn't want to confront it, and I wish I wasn't the kind of person to just run away from stuff when it got hard, but you know, it got very hard. It got scary, and I just couldn't handle it anymore, so I had to, you know, I had to confront her. And this all happened in about 4 minutes, but, you know, all I did was basically, like, confront her off the clock and stuff about how she treated me, because nobody's gonna allow you to do that. Nobody's gonna let you mistreat them, and they have nothing to say about it. And she had the nerve to be like, well, you could tell management what I did or whatever. Like fear-mongering, and it's like, you don't do that crap. Like, you play very fucking nice in front of all these people, and you act so innocent, but you threatened me about going to HR on you. I think that that's messed up. I don't think that that's right at all. And I told them that too the day, because HR called me on my phone and asked, hey, do you have a minute to speak? And I asked, hey, is everything okay? And she's like, not really. We wanted to talk to you about what happened yesterday or something, you know. So had to, you know, I said, hey, can I come in? Can I come in? I'm close to the job. So came in. Explained everything. Well, everything I could that day, because I was nervous, I was panicking, I was breathing in and out, I was breathing heavily, and I was crying, and it was so emotional. And I told them how she, you know, that girl accused me of going to HR. Like, here's the thing, Neffy, she accused me of going to HR on her when I have done nothing to her. I've done nothing to her. I haven't disrespected her. I haven't even I haven't told on her once. I actually told them too, and they know this. They have it on record that she had alcohol in her bag, but you know, they kind of dismissed the case because they couldn't prove that she actually had it. But she told me to put the bag in, what was it? Put the bag in a locker and stuff in the you know, the office setting or whatever. I put the bag in the office setting. I never told anybody about it besides my ex-coworker at the time. Like my other coworker at the time, who's now an ex-coworker. But you know, aside from that, I know she wouldn't tell on her because she's cool with her. But that being said, you know, she falsely accused me of going to HR on her. And I'm like, I never went to HR on you. That's what's funny about that. I never went to HR on her. So she falsely accused me of going to HR on her when I've never done it. And that's like, you can't do that. You can't antagonize someone at work because you think they told on you, because you could be wrong. She was dead wrong. Because she had the alcohol. She had it the whole time. And I also put in my notes, she said she did it as a test to see. She did it as a way to test me to see if I would actually tell on her. Because, she was like, I heard about you. I heard about you. I heard about you. Because apparently she heard that I told on someone for having alcohol in, you know, throwing alcohol in the trash can. Because it's like, you can't just drink at work whenever you want. Like, there's residents here. There's people that are here. Yeah, that's what was weird about it. I'm like, it was so childish and weird. I'm like, why are you going to test me over that? And then the thing is, I said descriptively what was in the bag too. And I remember it. I can't remember the alcohol brand, but there was alcohol in the bag. There was like, it had like a blue label. And there was some, you know, some cigarettes. I forgot what brand it was, but it has the green and stuff. But it was the cigarettes. Oh yeah, it was Newports. Yeah, it was green Newport cigarettes and cherry Coke. And that's what was in the bag. But apparently she left it, she did that as a way to test me to see if I'd snitch on her or whatever. And I didn't say shit about it, but it was just so weird. Cause it's like, you're dead wrong. you're accusing someone of something they never did to you. And it's an intimidation tactic. And we also had a heated debate about, you know, racism with directors and stuff. Because apparently, you know, because the thing is, to put it to you, you know, respectfully, our job is mostly like, most people that are directors are white, if not all. Well, actually, most directors or people in top positions or mid-level are white, and a lot of the people at the, you know, the entry-level positions like dishwashing and receptionists are black. So there's often this undertone, or often this thought, where you know, people assume that, you know, the directors are racist or whatever, and it's like, they could be. I'm not denying that they probably aren't, but like, you also don't know that, and like, you don't know them very well, and you know, unless they did something to you outright disrespectfully, like, you don't really know them that well, so you can't really say if they're racist or not. It's just not accurate. Like, you need more proof than that. And she got mad because the executive director, like, she accused my bosses of being racist or whatever, even though I mean, to my knowledge, they'd never say anything inappropriate, because she's never said, well, they said, you know, they said inappropriate stuff, and I reported to HR and nothing was done about it. If she would have said that, I would have probably been on her side a little bit. But again, I can only speak from my own experience, but she didn't say all that. She just said, like, oh, it's a look that they have. And it's like, not necessarily. Some people are very, you know, they have a naturally frowny face and stuff. And that's just that. It's not really them looking at you. Like, looking at somebody a certain way doesn't really mean that, like, they're racist. It doesn't mean anything. My manager, she has a certain way that she looks and stuff, but she's not doing it because she's so-called racist. That's honestly just her personality. And the executive director was like joking, joking with us. He was saying, hold the fort, or whatever. He didn't say anything wrong. I didn't take it like he said anything bad. He was just making a playful statement, and that's how I took it. I didn't take it as anything bad, but she was like, oh, I don't like him. He's so racist, and this and that. It's like you're accusing people of stuff that you know nothing about, that they've never done anything to you for. And it's like, someone saying, a white person saying hold the fort to black workers does not make it racist. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that guy doesn't even bother us. It's like, what are you talking about? She actually is, actually. She's a bit unstable and, a firecracker. And I told them this, because she also told me before, she's like, oh, she's crazy. Don't tell on people, because you never know who's crazy. And then she was like, I could be crazy too. You wouldn't know that, because I could be crazy. If someone got me fired, I would go ballistic type shit or whatever. And I initially wasn't gonna include all that on the HR report, but I had to because I'm not gonna get fired over this girl like this. I'm not going to. I worked too hard. No, she really should. It's not normal. It's not normal to act like that at work. And unfortunately, she doesn't really have like any reports on her like that. So, maybe I've heard people snitch on her before, but I don't really know like what it was for. I don't really know what it's really for. So yeah, I don't know what it's for. Because and what's worse is that the reason that this stuff is kind of a big deal is because they gave us all a final warning on supposedly bad behavior, but weirdly enough, me and my coworker, we didn't get that final warning. We didn't get the end of the final warning or whatever. We didn't get the I'm sorry, the traditional final warning. So what ended up happening was that we kind of got a memo, but then HR kind of told me we kind of did, so I'm kind of confused. And it's so weird to me because like I had her back for so many things, but with work, people are petty. People want to see you fail. They want to see you fail. They don't want you to win. They want to see you fail. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people at these jobs. They want you to mess up. They want you to get pissed off and attack them or something. And even though I never attacked her, I guess showing up to someone, to someone at their workplace can be seen, I guess, as unprofessional. But at the same time, I just didn't know what else to do. I mean, she was threatening me about HR stuff. It's like, what do you do in that situation? How do you handle that? How do you handle it when going to your manager? They are, and it got to the point where like I couldn't even joke around her. Like I couldn't make any HR jokes around her or whatever. It wasn't even anything inappropriate. Like she didn't like the jokes or whatever. She could have easily told me. Instead she never talked to me about it. Expected me to somehow know, but she never like actually talked to me about it like an adult, but expected me to know it was inappropriate. And I told her multiple times, I'm like, that's just my personality. I'm just very playful. I wouldn't snitch on you. I wouldn't do that. That's not who I am. And it just sucks because it's like they just got on us about this behavior not too long ago. Literally like a week ago. And it's so crazy it happened so fast. And because of her nonsense, I lost like because of her nonsense, I lost 3 days of work because I got suspended, and I don't like that. And that actually is annoying to me because like I was gonna do some stuff. Well, the thing is, they haven't yet because they have to, you know, the HR director, you know, I'm sure she believes me, but it's just the fact of like, they have to get the regional HR director to make a decision. And I have, you know, I have additional proof of what she said and did. And I have to wait for, you know, a verdict, you know, tomorrow. I have to wait for a verdict tomorrow to see what they're gonna do. And I already have another job lined up anyway, but you know, I gotta wait. And it's unsettling because you never really know. And the thing is, I liked where that job was placed. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I liked really well where it was placed. It was placed pretty well for me in the city. Placed pretty well. It was placed very well in the city. So yeah, but you know, I just wasn't. How can I put it? Like I was trying to kind of be her friend a little bit, you know, at work and keep her stuff at work. I tried. I just couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't. It got to the point where I'm like, if this brews even farther, it's gonna get bad. It does. I really hope they don't fire me because I worked hard to even be there. I was literally at that job for like a year and a month, literally. A year and some days. I was at that job for like a year and a month, essentially. So, you know, I worked hard to even be in that building, and I just got out. A year ago, I got out of like, you know, a job situation where I lost basically kind of like the jobs I've had while I was in school, and I wasn't making any money. And you know, you'd be having that credit card debt and stuff, and it's like, that's even worse. You really don't want to have that stuff on you. But, you know, it happens. And sadly, you know, it was just going to get worse from there. It was probably going to get worse from there. So, we're in a situation where they have to assess everything and figure out what they're going to do. Yeah, they will come. They will come. They will come. But I got to the point where like I'm like, okay, if they you know have me still working there, I'm blocking her number. Well, I already blocked her number. You want to know how I blocked her number? I never asked anyone for it, but everybody's number that was in the group chat, I searched it. You know, I put the number in the search engine to see what names would match. And there was one number, there was like probably a couple numbers. A couple of them I could figure out based off of like what they said in the chat and how can I put it? What they said in the chat. One person, she said she couldn't get there because she, you know, does work outside of the job that prevents her from getting there on time. And then the second person, I searched up her name with the number that she had, and you know, her name came up. Her name came up, or a last name I remember that I've seen on a call log when she called the company once came up. So that left me with only 2 numbers to figure out. And the one number, I got very lucky that, you know, the last 4 digits matched up with the one number that was there. And I instantly blocked it. I'm like, alright, this bitch is gone. Bye! Blocked her number. So yeah, I blocked her number. The second I found it was her. I don't want to talk to her, nothing. I just didn't want to associate with her. And it was crazy because before I ever worked with her, behind that desk, you know, I didn't, you know, I thought she was a good person. I thought, oh, you know, she's a nice girl. Seems willing to want to help me. She seems like a person that wants to, you know, wants me to win. funny enough too, she was the person that kind of got me the job because she said, "Oh, go ask your manager, ask my boss. She might still be hiring." And she was the one that helped me get this job. And this is why, like, you can't fucking trust people. You can't fucking trust people at work because you never know. You know, you see one side of somebody and then you work around them for, you know, a few days. I'm sorry, you work around them for like a few hours consistently. You start to see what they're really like. And who they really are, is trash. But you would never know that because you weren't around them enough. Yeah, and it's like, I used to think, oh, I certainly know someone in like 2 minutes or, you know, that time. I certainly know, but like, it's a lot. You know, 2 minutes is nothing compared to the 24 hours that, you know, a human being can have in a full day. You are not around someone for 24 hours in a day. At all. You're not around someone for 24 hours in a day. So, 2 minutes is kind of nothing and doesn't... Not only is 2 minutes, you know, nothing, but it doesn't give you an idea who that person truly is. You gotta hang around them a lot. And what I've gathered from hanging around her is that she's not really a very nice person. She's very judgmental. She overanalyzes things in a negative manner because she'll say like, "Oh, this is racist. Oh, that's bad. Oh, this is bad." And it's like, girl, it's not that fucking serious. No one is being racist towards you. Stop it. She reminds me of some of those kinds of people, and it's like, I've tried. She had a weird conversation with me about like, what school do I go to? Or what school did you go to when you were younger? You must have went to an all-white school. You must have went to a white school at some point. And I'm like, not necessarily. Mind you, this is because she's a woman of color from, you know, the hood and stuff. I mean, I'm from the hood too, but there's this stereotype with us as black people where like other black people look at us as very white, because we speak a certain way. So yeah, she asked me that question. She was like, he's like, what school did you go to? Where are you from in Philadelphia? I'm like, I'm from Albany. I'm not from, ooh. Well, I was raised in there, but, you know, I moved a while ago. But, yeah. I'm from a certain part of, Philly, but I went to a different part in the hood. I went to a different part, so, yeah. But she was like, you know, what school did you go to that was really white? Or what was your old high school? I'm like, Parkway Northwest or whatever. And then, what was your, you know, what school did you go to that was really white? And I was like, Greenfield, which Greenfield was a diverse school anyway. Exactly, yeah. I mean, there's, you know, there's stereotypical accents, but yeah. But I mean, I don't really take offense to it because people accent it all the time. But from her, I felt it was a little suspicious, and I kind of feel like she secretly didn't really like me that much. She definitely doesn't like me now because I confronted her at work or whatever, but that's what she gets. Because the thing is, I would have went to management, you would have been upset, you would have been pissed at me for doing so. And if I would have went, if I confronted her, she would be annoyed. If I confronted her with her, you know, doing that, she'd be annoyed. Oh yeah, the biggest revelation too, probably trying to start by poking you. Yeah, she also does this thing too, where like she's older than me. She's literally only 35. I'm like, you're not even that old you're not even that much older than me. You know, she did this thing where she was like, I think I'd mentioned that earlier. Yeah, she did that thing where she was like, I heard about you. I heard you like to run your mouth or whatever, but then she'll be like, oh, I'm joking. And it's like, it would confuse the hell out of me, because I'm like, what's going on? Did I do something to you? Like, I never did anything to you. And this whole time, I felt like she probably just secretly didn't like me. And, you know, she was telling me, oh, you shouldn't report people when they have stuff. You should just mind your own business. she's like, you should just mind your own business or whatever. I believe karma is a bitch or whatever. I believe karma is a bitch. And it's like, all this because I told on someone because they made the dumb decision to bring alcohol to work and put it and throw it in the trash can. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? That person decided to throw alcohol in the trash can, but you're upset with me because I said something about it. But we're not, we get upset at the person that tells on the person, but we don't get upset at the person, or we don't educate the person that actually did something dumb to tell them, you know, that's actually not smart to do that. Why would you bring it to work knowing that people can see that? So, yeah, she confronted me about that. Well, she didn't confront me about it, but like, she talked to me about it a while back, and I had to add that to the report as well. Then the thing that really pushed me to confront her like I did was the fact that like she what was it? I put my mask up because I smelled something funny, and I didn't want to tell her that her breath stinks or whatever. I didn't want to tell her that. And she got so upset at me. She was like lowering her voice and like kind of like, you know, having, I guess I would say, like a silent tantrum, being like, oh, you think you smell better? You think you smell better? And I'm like, no, I mean, I don't really know, because it's like, I mean, we all have off days where we don't smell the best at work. It happens. But to throw me on blast like that because I put my mask up and I didn't even, I haven't even bullied you. Like, I've danced around confronting her. I've never addressed her directly, never reported her, and she just treats me like this. And it's like, you look crazy. Really, you look crazy. You have a lot of stuff going on your ass. Looks crazy. So, I kind of hope they fire her. I hope they fire her instead of me, if that's the way it goes. But something tells me it's gonna be either one of two things. Maybe the third thing if I'm lucky. But like, they're gonna, well, yeah, it's gonna be one of two things, or four things rather. Option A, I get fired and she still stays. 2, they keep both of us and tell us to stay on our best behavior. 3, they fire her, you know, instead of me. Or 4, they fire both of us. Now, I don't know if they would be willing to do that though, because the thing is, we just had a meeting about behaving at work and stuff and receptionists, and it's like we're about to be low staffed. I'd say we're about to be at that point. I hope, but see, the thing is, they're upset with me because they're not upset at me, but like they kept me away because of like, you know, how did I put it? They kept me away because of safety reasons, because they didn't want us like hurting each other, even though it was never that deep to begin with, because I've never hurt her, and I don't want those witnesses saying like, oh, I tried to hurt her. They better not lie. I swear to God, because they were there, they saw everything, the cameras saw everything. She told me to go, but we never yelled at each other. So I was walking out as she was telling me this crap, and one of the housekeeping guys saw it, and he was like, what's going on? I said, it's just adult things. We're just having an adult conversation, because that's really all it was. Because it didn't even last that long. She was like, hey, you know, you don't have to talk to me. You can go. We're fine. You know, have a good one or whatever. So, walking out the door, and then the security guy saw this stuff going on as well. He saw this stuff going on like as well, and what did he say? He kind of was talking to me, but he didn't escort me out like in such a like pull me by the leg or like grab my arms kind of escort. So really he was just like, hey, what's going on? He's like, no, and then he's like, can we just talk about it outside? Well, I asked him like, can we talk about it outside or whatever, and he said sure. So we talked about it outside. It was like probably a minute or so. We talked about it. I told him, you know, I haven't disrespected her or nothing. I just wanted to know I just wanted to let her know that the things that she said the day before were inappropriate and unprofessional. And mind you, I was fucking nervous saying this stuff because I'm going to a job confronting somebody about something that they fucking did to me. But it's uncomfortable because for one, I'm not a person who likes confronting people. So, and I definitely was scared of her a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was scared of her. But I confronted her at work because it was like, it got to the point where like, if I don't say anything, I'm gonna eventually blow up on her and it's gonna get worse. And, you know, I know management's making it seem like, they're looking at it from a law perspective like, oh, it's unsafe or whatever. But I never harmed her. And, you know, it's not really a safety hazard. I don't look at it as a safety hazard in my eyes because I've never done anything. And, this is our first instance, like, this is like kind of like my first, I guess, real disciplinary instance. And it sucks it had to happen right after we have a meeting. Like, it doesn't look good on my end because of that. Only off of the meeting alone. If it was just like a one-time incident with nothing that happened prior, you know, it probably wouldn't result in anything bad. But, you know, it resulted in something bad. It could end badly. But it looks like they're gonna fire someone over this. They're gonna fire someone, and I feel like it probably would be me. And if they do that, that sucks, because it wasn't even really that deep, and I didn't really do anything that wrong to her. But, you know, also, I'm also not extremely offended by management, because I get along with them perfectly fine, and, you know, they are open to using me for references, too, when it comes to jobs. So, it's not like, you know, oh, I get fired, you know, it's the end. They will be able to speak positively of me, because from what they've seen, you know, I haven't really been in stuff, because outside the situation, I don't have problems with anybody like that. I talk to people all the time. Residents never complain about me. They never complain about, I'm telling you, they never complain about me. They never complained about me. I've always been on good behavior. I've always came to work when I'm supposed to, on time. Well, not always, but like the on-time part, not always, but had pretty good attendance records. You know, I've been doing the damn thing. I've been coming to work doing what I was supposed to. And, you know, I've been on my best behavior. And then for this to happen right after we have a meeting, it's like... Yeah, the thing is, though, they gave everyone a final warning on the bad behavior. That's what was crazy about it. It's like they gave everyone a final warning on it. Now, and even though technically me and my coworker didn't get a final, like, like we technically got a memo, but it's still something that relates to it. So I'm just gonna just say we all kind of got the final warning. But, you know, considering my first defense, it's like, what do you do with that? Because she had to enforce that because, you know, it was too much drama behind the desk. And you know, you know, they're gonna have to handle this. They have to sort this out some way. And that, you know, it's crazy. And it really sucks it had to even come to this. And, you know, people were telling me, they were doubtful. They're like, he might get fired because he went on his day off or whatever. And I'm like, I mean, maybe, but then again, I never cussed or yelled or screamed at her. And I never attempted to hit her or, you know, talk down to her. I just told her, I made it straightforward. I even rehearsed it throughout the day because I was so stressed out. And I was so scared to even confront her. I was scared. And I would say I did a pretty good job. I mean, I didn't say anything incredibly incriminating, so that was good. So I really hope I don't get fired. And then I also have a lot of evidence of her. Do you know how HR works, Sneffy? I don't know if you know, but I have a lot of... Now, it's not direct evidence, like with timestamps and everything included, but there is some, you know, details in there that can, you know, confirm that these things actually happened. Because, you know, there was times where, right around the time when, you know, an ex-coworker, Z, got fired for, he got fired for bad behavior because he was having too many issues with everyone. But, around that time, he got fired for something similar. And she had a conversation around him and was like, don't be snitching on people because you never know who's crazy. A worker, also in a worker union, I don't know how you call it in English, it's important. Yeah, the thing with their job, we don't have a union. We don't have, well, in our department, we don't have a union. The only thing that we have is a concierge director and, you know, an HR director. So we don't have, oh, and the executive director, so that's kind of like who's above us in terms of management. So we don't really have, like, you know, we don't really have much, but it's really sad and fucked up because it's like, if I get fired over this, which I don't know if I would. I really do not know. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. Because I also have, you know, there's additional evidence that I didn't include in the statement that I must include, like, you know. Now, like, I must include this stuff too. I tried to organize it, because I asked my manager, like, hey, can I please add, do you have time to talk today? And I forgot it was kind of Easter day, so, you know, kind of said I apologize for bothering you, you know, but I needed to. Basically, it's an organization that makes sure you get a fair wage. Oh yeah, I know that part. It makes sure you get a fair wage and have lawyers that defend your rights. They advocate for, I'm gonna go on the stream and see that. I pay... How much is 30? Well, I'll have to do that myself. Let me see. They advocate for your vacation time, paid leave, etc. I gotta see what 30 euros in US dollars is. 30 euros. Oh, that's literally 33 dollars in US dollars. Basically 33 US dollars, so not that much of a difference, but still. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's probably not, I mean, that's not really a lot of money. $33 isn't a lot. Or either required or highly advised to be a part of a union. Well, I had that happen at my job. It was highly advised to be a part of the union, but, you know, when I was a dishwasher, I was part of the union, but, yeah. Yeah, I was part of the union. Well, no, I wasn't part of the union, but, like, you know, people were telling me, oh, you know, you could get in the union or whatever, but I wasn't a full-time worker, so I couldn't do it. Therefore, like, you know, if they wanted to fire me for a reason, they could. So, yeah. So I'm not really protected in that way. I'm not well protected. Yeah, I'm not really as well protected as at my job like that, sadly. Because, you know, my manager, she stressed that it was non-union. And I think she did that for a reason. Just because, you know, of situations like that can come up. Because you never know. And this is why, like, when I deal with people, this is why I'm not very confrontational with people in general, because the second I say something about someone's behavior to their face, and it's not at the right time, is also the second that, everything goes to shit, basically. Everything can easily go to shit, and, I mean, I've talked to a few people, they said, like, I wouldn't get fired, it's not likely I get fired, but you never know. You know, regional human resources, you know, it's probably stricter than the director of HR that actually knows me, I'd say. And, I mean, they can look into all the factors, but, yeah, it's just so crazy. But, I'm telling you, people out here, they're scary, they're vicious. The work world is vicious. The less friends that you make, you never know how messed up people are. You never know until, like, you're really in it. And I didn't really understand it until I was deep in it. Until I got upset with her because she kept being rude, disrespecting me. Being a little ageist too, because she's using her age, or using my age as a way to kind of tell me, well, you don't know shit, I'm 35, and you're 22. So, And it's like, that's not appropriate. You don't talk to me in that way. I'm not a child. You don't ever speak to me that way. I've never spoke to her that way. Cause she has the nerve to be offended by the jokes I did. I'm like, you really want to be offended? I could talk about how ugly your wig looks. I could talk about how you shouldn't be smoking and that's not good for your health. I could talk about how I don't like how you talk. You sound like a drug dealer. I could go that hard. Trust me. By the way, the last comment is not really something I really think of her. I'm just saying, as an example of things that I could say to come back at her to get under her skin. That's why friends outside of work are precious, and why social life should not touch work. Yeah, the second it touches work, oh my god, it's gonna be so many lines that get blurred that you don't think about. And you just you gotta let friendships happen a little bit more naturally at work than you would in the real world, because at work there's always that pressure of, making money to maintain where you live. And sadly, some people, they're willing to do anything to keep themselves making that money, that they'll sometimes bully others to get there. And that's what's fucked up about it. And it's just, I've just been dealing with so much stress lately, and this just added on to it, and I really hope they don't fire me. I kind of wouldn't be surprised, but I really hope they don't fire me, considering it was a one-off situation. And it really sucks, Neffy, because I'm someone, I enjoy making friends with people. I don't want to have to go to work and deal with awkward silence. You know how uncomfortable that is for someone social like me? That's very uncomfortable. And, there's some people, I accept it. They won't fire you, I'm certain. Even if they gave us all the final warning and I came on my day off, they wouldn't fire me? Are you sure? Even with the regional human resources coming, coming there. I mean, I guess if I were to hit her or say something really fucked up to her face, I probably would get in trouble. I probably would get fired, but, yeah. Maybe I'm overthinking it a little bit, but that's why, because the HR director, she saw I was, panicking and stuff and kind of crying, and, having an emotional breakdown. Not, angry, but, I was just crying because I told her I worked hard for everything. And, if you talk to Onyx, he knows, because he'll tell you. Onyx will tell you. You talk to Onyx about anything, he'll tell you. I worked hard to keep my jobs. I worked hard to maintain a good professional relationship with, everyone. I worked hard at my job. I have good relationships there. So yeah, Onyx will tell you. He'll tell you that. But maybe you are right. Maybe they wouldn't actually fire me, because I've talked to you. I've talked to my friend over the phone about it. Technically 4 people, but the one person is a robot. I've talked to, who was it? Yeah, I talked to you about it. What was his name? My friend. Yeah, my friend, who else? I talked to you, my friend, and who else did I talk to? Oh, it was a recruiter on LinkedIn that I talked to. I talked to someone on LinkedIn about it. I gave him the scenario. Now, I added more details in over time, but, the scenario I kind of gave him was that, unless it was severe or there was common... his answer was basically, unless it was severe or there was common things into it, they can't fire you. Hi, Gary. Unless it was severe or common, common conflict between other coworkers, they can't fire you over that. They wouldn't fire you, because when it comes to the workplace, they don't just want to just fire people like that. It's really the opposite. They don't want to fire people because, it's a cost issue. There's a lot of situations that come to play. Not just with the conflict itself, but there's other things at stake. And we just lost someone over this too. We just lost someone over over this exact thing, this exact reason, over the conflict between each other. So I kind of doubt with the timing that they'd want to lose another person that quick. But you know, you never know. Jobs are so predatory. But well, actually, it's not jobs. Well, yeah, jobs too. But people make it worse. They make it 10 times worse. Oh, and I asked the AI the same thing. Now, the AI couldn't really tell me anything because ultimately they'd have to know the company policies in and out. They'd have to know company policies in and out. Which they, you know, the AI admitted it didn't know that, but based on the stuff I told it, you know, because I didn't, you know, because I wasn't really aggressive or I hadn't, you know, it's my kind of my first defense, you know, they're less likely to terminate me, but, you know, on top of that, there could still be consequences even if they don't terminate me. So, it's a difficult situation to be in. It's very strange. So, I kind of was panicking still because I couldn't really, you know, decipher where to really go from here. So I had to give her, you know, more details. We'll have to give HR more details tomorrow. Hi, Onyx. We were just talking about the serious things that I was gonna, you know, talk to you about. You know, when I call you or whatever. Let me see. Did you ever text me? Well, let me see. Well, oh, work was busy? Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely wanted to call you about it, but I'll talk to you about it now. So basically, I confronted someone off the clock at my job. Now, it was my first offense. Didn't really, you know, didn't do anything like that before. I wasn't rude or anything to her. I told her that her behavior was inappropriate, to me the day before, and that was all that I left it at. I hadn't said anything wrong, but, you know, I mean, I haven't said anything, like, highly inappropriate, but, you know, security happened to be there, so he saw it, and, you know, I asked him if I could talk to him outside about it, so I did. We talked it out, and he said, you know, if she doesn't want to talk about it and you're off the clock, then you have to go home, so that's what I did. I left, and this only happened in like 4 minutes, mind you. It wasn't even that long. And then the next day, HR calls me. She's like, "Hey, I want to talk to you about what happened yesterday." And I said, "Sure." Well, she said, well, I asked her, like, you know, is everything okay? And she's like, not really. She's like, not really. So I go to the job, and then I ask her. I talk to her about everything, and I'm kind of like panicking. My anxiety is going through the roof. I'm having like a mental breakdown, you know, in the office, because it's like I can't really get my words straight. Even when I gave a statement, I still didn't say everything because I was kind of scared. I was just so extremely scared that like I would just look like a fool. Like everybody would be like, he snitched, and this and that. He snitched. And mind you, Onyx, this was the same coworker Shakira I've been telling you about. She it was such a weird relationship because with me and her, we kept things professional, but we also weren't really friends, but we weren't enemies at the time. It was so weird. But there was just little things that she did. I wish you just went to HR about the whole thing. Well, I told HR, because I told her in person, I was like, I felt intimidated. I felt like I couldn't go to her, because I felt like if I went to her, my life would have been in danger. Or, because the same coworker told me that she's crazy. She had a conversation with me, and she was like, she's crazy. You know, you shouldn't tell on people at work because you never know who's crazy. You never know who's going through stuff. And it's like, I get it to some degree, but it's also like, it's your responsibility to not mistreat people. And, you know, once you disrespect somebody, they have the obligation to go to HR regardless of if you think it's a big deal or not. And yeah, this is why I can't say these jobs sometimes because it's like things happen, and you know, who gets in trouble? Who Wait, what do you say? I wish you would something about the behavior that go into the woman who acted off. Yeah, let me read that whole thing. I think you said more in that. Let me read that. I'm on the YouTube app right now, but you know. Oh, acted off. Okay, it wasn't anything more. But no. So told them what happened and stuff from, you know, and I have more details. I talked to my direct manager about it, and she said you can bring more details to, to me to her on Monday or whatever. So I'm gonna do that. But for now, they suspended me for 3 days, and within these 3 days, I've lost how was it? It was about 22 hours worth of work, worth of pay. So I'm pretty annoyed about that, I will say. I don't know if she went to HR first or if I did. I don't know. But I have a lot of details about how she intimidated me from going to HR. I don't even think she reported it. I think what it is that someone, like maybe security reported it or something. I don't know. But I feel like she was waiting for me to do something really bad. Because she kind of knows my behavior, and I've even expressed to her too. I don't, as far as fights or dealing with people, I don't really react like that. I don't really, react. No matter how much it pisses me off, I don't react. I don't know. I think she did, but, HR can't tell me that, because then, it looks bad. But it's just so funny. She put all this fear in me, and then she's the one that goes and tells HR. But she doesn't know I have receipts of all the things that she did. I have a lot. I also have receipts of when she had an inappropriate conversation with me about how white I sound, or what school did I go to sound like that. It's like, I don't need to go to a school to sound a certain way. I sound like this because this is who I am. This is who I've been all my life. And I was raised with, a family that doesn't, condone. I'm not gonna say they don't condone, but they don't highly encourage, slang or, talking, with informal language like that. They don't encourage it as much. So I have a good family for that reason. Not saying that I have a bad family if I don't have those things, but I'm just saying my family cares about me, so they want me to, present myself in a good way. And it has its perks, but in situations like this, it can lead to people, I don't know, misjudging me, thinking that, I'm so white, I must have lived in a suburban part of Philadelphia or something, and I'm like, no, not really. I don't live in the suburbs of Philadelphia. Not at this point in time, I do. But, yeah. Making assumptions about my life or whatever, and who I am. And then, we had conversations and stuff. I asked her, what did you think of the other directors with the other company that we have here? And she was like, I think they could be kind of racist. And I didn't really say too much about it then. But then I asked her, do you think, our bosses are racist? And she's like, yeah, they are. And I'm like, really? I don't get that vibe from them. I'm not discrediting her experience, I'm just saying I don't get that vibe from them. It doesn't mean that it probably didn't happen to her, but, again, I don't really know. And, the executive director was leaving. He told her, he had said, hold the fort or something. And I didn't really hear what he said. I didn't know what he was really saying. I couldn't hear him because it was so much, the volume was low on his end. He just said, hold the fort. And I just was like, oh, okay. I took it as playful, a playful statement. I didn't think too much of it. She waits for him to leave, and then she's like, I don't like him. He's so racist. Why would he say that? Shut the fuck up. He's so racist. And it's like, girl, it's not even that fucking deep. You just was making a joke, that's all. What, why are you so salty? She strikes me as someone that doesn't really like white people that much, I feel like. And those people are dangerous, too. Those people are some of the most dangerous. The most dangerous people are the ones that, judge people, which is weird because like for someone with a paralegal degree, she's very judgmental. I gotta say, very judgmental. She has poor judgment of character. And it's so funny, she talks to me about gossiping and everything, but you do the exact same shit. You're not an angel yourself. You're not an angel yourself, and if people reported everything you did, you would not be here in this chair right now. You wouldn't be here. You would not be here in this chair. So I had to, I have to bring, more documents to this job tomorrow, and it's putting me on edge. Now, even though I have another job, incoming, it's putting me on edge because why should I have to leave the workplace because of one annoying ass bitch? You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't have to do that. But, again, some people, you could be a really solid person and not be a confrontational person and be someone that, like, doesn't really get in the drama, and things like this that you've never been into, you never thought you'd get into, are some of the things that can, create, some really negative consequences. And yeah. Now, Nefri says I won't get fired, and a few other people have told me that too, but again, you never really know. And the other thing to consider, that we've all kind of gotten a final warning on the behavior, but me and her weren't really, weren't involved in any of that drama that's recently been going on, but still, I don't really know where we're gonna go from here. And even in the statement, I agreed, I'd work with her, professionally, and not be her friend off the clock. And that's fine. I mean, that's fine if you do that. I've done that with people before. I've worked with them professionally, and, the clock, we handled it, like, off the clock. Well, not handled off the clock, but, like, when we got off the clock, we went home. But, again, it takes that one person disrespecting you to say, fuck it all. It just makes me wish I went to HR that day, though. But I kind of don't regret it at the same time, because here's the thing. We're adults, Onyx, and, you're not going to just let someone... People... I hope so, too. But the thing is, though, Onyx, we're adults, and you can't just disrespect someone as an adult. Speaking to another adult, you can't just disrespect another adult, and think, like, they're not going to say nothing to you about it. The second that you open your mouth and you say something that's, like, fucking left, you deserve... I'm not going to say someone deserves to be chin-checked, but you deserve for someone to talk to you and be like, yo, why the fuck are you talking to me like that, bro? Because we're human beings. We have emotions. We have things that set us off. And it's not fair for me to have to not say anything about it and run and hide my hands or hide my mouth because it makes you feel better. No. You're going to hear what I have to say. I'm not going to cuss at you. I'm going to be respectful to you. I'm going to respect your boundaries. I won't hit you or nothing, but you're gonna know how I felt about you. And I told her, you're wrong. What you said to me the day before, you were wrong. And she had the nerve to be like, I gotta get my thoughts together because I don't really like how you're talking to me right now. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I didn't like what you said to me the day before, but here we are talking about it. So yeah, I mean, I hope so too, but I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of scenarios that happens at these jobs, but if I get fired, everybody's gonna know about it. They're gonna be like, I heard Damien got fired. They're like, what? It was so funny because the day that like I got suspended, people knew about it, and they're like, wait, I heard that happened. You're like, what? A couple people were texting me. They're like, hey, what happened? Now the one girl I don't even like who's texting me, I told her, I'm like, oh, I just had to take a couple days off. But nah, I didn't, people really be knowing what be going on in the workplace. I'm not gonna lie to you. They know. It's so funny because all this information is supposed to be confidential, but somebody figures it out. Someone figures something out all the time. In fact, actually, I'm gonna edit the report a little bit because I have to add some names to it. But yeah, it's a messy situation. And again, it's so funny. You could be someone that doesn't get in the drama, but it takes that one person that fucks with you for no reason and disrespects you over you putting your mask up, and then they view it as you disrespecting them. It's like she takes stuff out of proportion and then gets upset at me for feeling some kind of way. It's funny. It's so funny. I swear. Oh. Oh, the world we live in, it's just, not very good. And it's crazy because I was gonna go to the studio Monday, but I'm gonna have to cancel that crap. I'm gonna have to cancel it. It's okay. I really, I was still stressed out. That's why I didn't really game too much because, in addition to that, I had to go through, getting health insurance and shit. Because I lost it because my mom got fired from her job a while back. So, got health insurance and stuff, and then, I went through, eating a sweet tasty donut. I went through that. So, things happened, and then, boom, medical bill is like $600 with no insurance. It's just so crazy. It's like everything costs money in this world. Well, because I didn't have health insurance. And even though I provided them my money information, even though I provided them my money information and stuff, well, not really too much. I kind of just said, oh, I make like, I don't know, $300 every 2 weeks or whatever. They make that shit $600. And I was worried I'd have to pay it, but I think, since I have the, I'm getting the health insurance and stuff, I won't have to pay any of it. Yeah, it's a lot of money. Nope.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
What? That's what I'm wondering. I want to know what Lily looks like. They probably made her look really. They probably made her look really good. They didn't want to show it.
What did I just do?
What did I just do? You know what I think they made Lily look like? That they probably not showing her yet, because they made her like bald. They made her bald. They made her like have like a buzz cut, with a mustache, and they made her outfit like probably really like mismatched colors and everything going on. And that's why they're not showing her, because I know the second they show her, it's death threats. Ah, Suki's here too. Don't do my girl like that. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oh, this N-word. His Twitter feed is always a mess. Yeah, Lily will look like true ogre's sister. Can someone please block Suki? She's being disrespectful. Somebody put her on timeout. Ah, here we go with the lagging.
Round 2. Fight.
Shut the fuck up! I'm gonna get you. What the fuck, dude? Oh my god. No, we don't even talk to her. She's just a hater. She's a troll. She's a troll. Yeah, sure. She's not annoying. You just you just don't know how to play her. You just don't know how to play against her. People turn their whole game off for the slightest inconvenience. She's calling you out. No, don't look at my Twitter account. Don't do that shit. Don't do that. It's nothing on there anyway. Plus, I deleted the account anyway, so I don't have a Twitter anymore, just so you know. It got I told you it got deleted. That's not even fucking real. That's the old name, but it got deleted.
Death becomes
Round one. Fight.
Yeah, it got deleted. Oh!
Round two. Fight. KO. Round three. Fight.
What? Ah! So strange.
Fight.
I tried.
You lose.
All I can say is, it's some people, you know, Rule 34. Rule 34. Shut up. Shut up. Some, yo, I'm about to put my Emery voice on. Yo, can somebody block Miss Otaku? Someone block Miss Otaku. Yo, Ox, what the fuck are you doing? Block her. Come on, man, like, I'm playing this game. And, I hire moderators to block people, and this is what you do? Guys are useless, man. Freaking useless. Oh, nah, June looks good. I always call her, like, Tifa Kazuma or something, or something like that. Oh my god.
KO. Round two. Fight. KO. Round three. Fight.
Oh god. No. No. No.
Round 4. Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7.
Also, I keep checking my app because, like, I keep checking to see, did it deactivate me yet? Because I'm pretty sure the second someone's terminated, like, everything gets deactivated.
New challenger. Get ready for the next battle.
Use the
So they could see her being DLC. Being DLC and speaking English.
Round 1. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. Fight.
Yeah, give her, like, the plus on block mid.
Round 3.
That's why Shaggy's not in Tekken 8 anyway. Well, no, because, like, that's really, like, that person is really just Jun Kazama. It's not really Xiaoyu anyway. They just say that because they make it, you know, it's a translation issue. Mm-mm. Haven't used it the whole time, so.
Corre de volta pra cima.
Who's too expensive?
Challenger. Get ready for the next battle.
I mean, we have Jun Kazama for that one. Jun Kazama's Tifa.
Time to die.
Round one. Fight.
Oh god. Crap.
Great. Round two. Fight. Round three. Fight.
Nope. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
You win.
Little son.
Get ready for the next battle. Round one. Fight.
Let's go. Why is she asking for this crap now? It's like, the disrespect, it's like, I could potentially be getting fired. I don't have that kind of money right now. I'm sick and tired of breaking my pockets. Like, I don't be having the money like that. Oh my god. Why I'm being so disrespectful? Because I don't like when people disrespect me.
New challenger. Get ready for the next battle. Round one.
Oh my god.
KO.
Oh my god! Alright, we're done. Get him out of here.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7. Alisa Boskanovich. New challenger. Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight.
Oh my god, Brett.
Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight.
Oh my god. We have a blocker on the loose. What? Oh! No, it's not what I meant to do. Ah! Like, I'm trying to beat his ass, but he just spams. Please, no! I tried, bro.